Guard yourself, wayfarer. Greg. Interior kitchen day. On a well-organized bed tray sits a plain grilled cheese sandwich on white bread. It is cut at a diagonal, sitting atop a small plate next to a fork, knife, and folded fabric napkin. A pair of hands set a small steaming cup of tomato soup on the tray next to the other items. The hands pick up the tray and shuttle it off. Interior, bedroom, day. Greg, a man in his late 20s, enters a small first-floor room in a moderate country home. The room has been converted to a bedroom, though it could have been an office or sitting room once. Now a bed dominates the room. On it, Margaret, a woman in her mid-60s, sits up at Greg's entrance. Next to Margaret's bed, a hospital monitor whirs as it collects her vitals. Out of the window, the sound of a mower growls to life.
You hungry?
Margaret nods and adjusts herself so that she can sit on the side of the bed. She looks out the window to see her husband, Harold, mowing outside. Greg sets the tray with the soup and sandwich across her lap.
It smells delicious.
It's just a grilled cheese.
And tomato soup. It looks wonderful.
Margaret grabs her napkin in her left hand and the spoon in her right. As she lifts a spoonful of soup to her mouth, Greg moves a chair next to the bed so that he can sit next to her as she eats. He doesn't see the small frown as she empties the spoon's contents into her mouth. Both sit and look out the window. They listen to the drone of the mower ebb and flow as Harold pushes it back and forth in the yard. Margaret takes a few more spoonfuls of soup and a single bite of her sandwich, a small bite from one of the acute angles. Greg continues to look out of the window, his eyes shifting in and out of focus as birds, blowing pollen, or his father enter or exit his field of vision. Margaret sets her napkin back on the tray and looks out the window, too. The growing sound of the mower anticipates Harold. He pushes the mower near a lawn bag and stops it. He empties the contents of the catch bag into the lawn bag and reattaches the catch bag to the mower. Margaret and Greg watch as if meditating or willing Harold's actions into existence. Harold pulls the start cord and the mower coughs ominously. He pulls again, and nothing. He primes the engine and tries once more. Nothing. Margaret turns her gaze to Greg. He is bathed in the light of the afternoon.
You look after him while I'm gone. Won't you?
Harold's grumbling profanities are just audible in the background as he continues to work on the mower.
He can take care of himself, Mom.
Margaret and Greg stare at the 60-year-old man as he fights with the mower outside.
He's always been difficult. I can't imagine what he'd become without someone disrupting him every once in a while.
Margaret touches Greg's arm. Both continue to look out the window. Greg looks to her tray, holding the almost full meal.
You finished?
Margaret turns and nods. Greg picks up the half sandwich with the small bite out of it.
You mind?
Of course not.
Greg takes a bite of the sandwich. Both turn in silent communion and stare out of the window.